Welcome back to a Etc. Podcast. We back in the studio, baby. After
Finally.
2-month hiatus, a lot has changed. It's actually warm out now. It's not raining nonstop and being cold as fuck.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's been, a lot of stuff going on, and I think we should just not waste any time. Y'all know we doing good. We here. It's all right. Yep. We're not gonna do all that. Y'all need to chill, man. I don't know how else to put it.
Y'all need to chill.
What is going on out here? Like, y'all gonna tackle Dave Chappelle, bro?
True.
Dave Chappelle?
Yeah.
Did you see that? I sent it.
I saw the John. Yeah. It was very short, but like still that whole like interaction. And I heard that what it was that the person also had, I believe it was a pistol, right? But
I didn't know that.
But what it had on it too was like somewhat of a small shank on it. Like,
what the hell? This man had a bayonet?
Basically.
A pistol bayonet?
Yeah, it was weird, but for anybody who doesn't know, luckily, he is all good and fine.
He more than all right.
Yeah. He's good now. But it's just crazy to hear that, again, I feel like it's crazy to think because we were just talking about the whole Oscars and how like
the Oscars and Mike Tyson, and it's just like it's been a recurring theme, bro.
And it's just the whole idea we were talking about too, like the whole security thing. Like, why is there nobody there? And it's something like that. It's like, I know it doesn't take one step to get up on that stage. So it's like no one's there just like, oh, it's like, watch out. They're just like, you're right, can just chill.
Something you gotta have people like concerts. Concerts, they have people up front. Like
CSC.
It ain't nothing. Yeah. I don't know. We need a better person up front, but no comments so we don't get sued. But yeah, bro, like obviously it's become more and more common since he's come back where like you just aren't allowed to have your phone when you go to a show. So that's why like the video stuff is very minimal because like the one guy got tackled and all you seen is like the one person was able to catch it like last second. But then there was like other angles, I guess, from people who worked there. They kind of like
leaked the stuff that
happened backstage with the guy getting beat up.
Okay.
But like, yeah, bro, like I get it. Like he's been in trouble like lately for a minute now. This looks very high, so I'm gonna do that and turn that down. That's a lot better. There's been stuff in the past where like LGBTQ plus community and like there was a whole thing with Netflix asking them to like. It was with him, right, where they asked him to basically remove his content or something. Like there was a whole strike.
Mm-hmm.
And in the past, he's like received threats and whatnot about his commentary on it. And like, yeah, I like 100%, like not to sound hypocritical of like when the Chris Rock and Will Smith stuff, but again, like, he's allowed to say whatever he wants, but he's also not free of consequence. But at the same time, there's like a boundary there. Like, I don't know, like
for him, you're saying.
Like there's kind of like the fact that people are just feeling the urge to run on stage and like wild out like that. Like, I don't know. Like at the same time, I get it. Like Will Smith did the same thing, but like that was somebody he knew. You don't know this man. You just paid money to go see him in a show.
Yeah.
He's like performing an act. You paid for a comedy show. The Oscars is something different. You didn't pay to like any of that.
And it's also, well, I mean, you can say for both things. I don't know. Like in my head, I was like, well, Will Smith wasn't trying to like really like hurt. Chris Rock.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have a Glock and a bayonet on it. Like,
but this guy's like,
you don't know a butter knife on him.
Yeah, this guy, like you said, since he doesn't know him, you don't know what this guy could do or what he's capable of or what he's there for. So it's just, like I said, that's just to me. I just think that the whole point of it is just like, bro, like where's the security? Like you have that first. It's like it avoids a lot of shit, but I don't know.
Wow, and then it's like. He did all that, and now I understand why I got to that degree that they whooped his ass, bro. Did you see the video of him on the stretcher?
No,
it was in that thread that I sent you.
Oh,
it's dark, but they're pulling him out of they're putting him onto a stretcher after like everything that happened because they beat him up. You know how your arm bends like this? He was on the stretcher, literally his arm was this way, holding himself up on the stretcher. So like how my arm is like this right now. It's the other way. And he's on the stretcher just laying like that. Beat the fuck up. He got beat up by Dave, his entire security team, Jamie Foxx, and Busta Rhymes.
Jesus Christ.
All those people were like his homies were backstage and they all just crowded up on him. And he made a joke about it.
Jamie Foxx and Busta Rhymes.
Jamie Foxx went on stage too. After like it happened. But he said Dave Chappelle was making fun of it. He was like that they were beating him up. And he was like, all I heard behind me was Busta Rhymes just like, yeah, that's how you do it. It's just like in his voice.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
I'm just like, that's bro. Like, imagine you you go and you getting beat up. First of all, like when Dave Chappelle became famous, he was skinny as shit. He's not skinny anymore, bro. Like he left all that time and he was lifting every day since he like fell off the face of the earth. Like he's husky now. Obviously he's like in his 40s or 50s, so he's like he not like looking ripped, but he's a hefty dude. Like he got muscle on him. Yeah. So why you gonna pick him to tackle him? And imagine you doing that and you look up and Busta Rhymes standing over you. Like
that's so scary.
Busta Rhymes busky as shit, bro. And he has been his entire life.
Yeah,
he had gained a little bit of weight or somewhere, but he lost all that shit again and he's like ripped, bro. Like Busta. And then Jamie Foxx too, like
Jamie Foxx is also like a surprise, but
this man got every talent in the world. I wouldn't be surprised if like fighting is one of them.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx intimidating dude, you know. So seeing that shit, God,
you start hearing different impersonations out of him while you getting beat up.
Yeah. He starts singing at the same time while punching you,
bro. That's I don't know, and I don't know what his purpose was. And then I found out afterward that he was like a SoundCloud rapper. So I don't know if it was like a publicity stunt or like he just genuinely had some beef with him, like.
But like, it just don't make any sense, bro. Like to go that far, like where was your goal in doing that? I don't.
Like he was like, if you're gonna genuinely do any of that, I feel like don't do it. One, but like you would do that in a public setting where it's like, you know, there's not security and like thousands of people watching you. Like you would try to catch him by himself somehow or something. Like
I just still to me, I just don't think do it at all. Like,
yeah,
because like,
but if you were to, don't do it in front of don't do it in an arena where there's security walking every inch of the place.
Because in my head, I was like, bro, like, what was your goal? I said, now look at you, you're basically
you in a pretzel, bro. Like,
it's just like I know in his head, he probably was like, that is probably the last thing that'll probably happen to me. Maybe I don't know, but
not the last.
Yeah,
maybe like 4 or 5.
Right, not the last, but. To like have that happen to you, and it's just like, bro, you probably should have went. There's probably a lot of other ways you could have went about this instead of saying, you know what, I'm just gonna tackle him.
Yeah, like, and even if you did get it, like, how many hits were you gonna get in, and what was gonna go across? Like, it's not like if you went up there and you had like a banner, like, oh, like, you know, gay rights or whatever, like Roe v. Wade, because that's a big topic right now, like something like that. I get it, and even then, that's kind of dumb because there was no cameras, like it wasn't being filmed. So it's like, I don't know what your purpose was. And I don't think he's commented or like they've heard anything out of this person. I don't know if he's woken up yet.
I don't think he can speak, bro. All he hears
is... He worried about his arm.
All he hears is, that's how you do it. That's all he's hearing.
Just playing in his head.
He's like, and that's the last thing I heard until I blacked out.
He said, what the 5 fingers say to the face? Right? Smack. Charlie Murphy. Man, just hearing that as you get punched in the face.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I feel bad for that man, but at the same time, I don't. He asked for it, you know?
Yeah, bro. Like, I don't know. There's been a lot of protests like lately. Like obviously, you know, Roe v. Wade.
Yeah.
And in the NBA, I think we talked about it a little bit ago, where like, I believe it's in Memphis where it's happening. The Memphis Grizzlies, they're playing in the playoffs against the Warriors, and like all of their home games, somebody has tried to like run on the court and like do something. Some lady like glued herself to the court. Another lady, or either glued or taped. There was one lady that glued herself. Somebody else tried to tape herself to like the court, like the actual basket.
I think I've seen that one.
Somebody tried to like, that was the first one, I think. Somebody tried to run onto the court, and like there's a video of like, it's like, I'm the security person, and the person who's trying to run out was like right there, and the person knew the whole time. He's like,
oh, I remember that.
He just like,
I remember that.
He just got him ass.
I remember that. Yeah, I seen that. I didn't know exactly at the time what that was for, but then I remember exactly.
Yeah.
He was just like staring at her, and just as soon as it was about to happen.
And there was like one other incident, and then I believe this was for Roe v. Wade, like the stuff being like trying to be overturned. Was a guy climbed like Seattle, like the Needle in Seattle. He climbed it like by himself, and he made like an Instagram video like while he was up there. He's like, yeah, he's like, I'm okay. So it wasn't that bad. He's like, I'm kind of thirsty though. I'm just like, bro, you're staring death in the face. Like, if you slip, like you in Seattle too, like it rains like every day. What are you doing up there? What are you like? All right, cool. They're gonna bring you down. They're still trying to overturn it, bro. Like nothing really changed. You know what I mean? Like not to sound insensitive. Like I appreciate you going that length to fight for women's rights and stuff like that. But like, I don't think that's helping the cause really. Like it's bringing attention to it, but like the entire country's already talking about it. Like,
yeah, I don't think that was gonna really
get too far.
Big thing, but you know.
And then last night, bro, like this is what I'm saying, like where people need to chill. Like I was already in my head, like
I know exactly what you're gonna talk about.
I was like when Dave Chappelle happened, I was like, when I woke up, I was like, we got to talk about this. But then you had said like we had to like push it back, so I was like, all right, we'll talk about it when we get back here. So I'm like, fuck it, like I'm just gonna save it. And then last night I'm watching the Sixers game, but also like the Phoenix Suns game, and I don't know what happened before it because I didn't watch it live, but there was, I guess, like some kid or some like individuals that just like shoved Chris Paul's mom, but also like, what was it, like his family in general, and then like shoved his wife, and his kids were there too, and he just started snapping, and everybody's like, oh, like relax. I'm like, nah, bro, like this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like y'all getting too comfortable.
Yeah.
Like again, Chris Paul did not react enough for me. Like he was like pissed as fuck, and I would be too. Like you're at a away game, all these random ass. Who are they facing again? It's Phoenix and is it Dallas? I think it's the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, it is Dallas.
You're in the middle of Dallas. All these little rich white kids probably trying to, or white people just trying to push up on my family, bro. Like I'm fucking y'all up. It would have turned into like Malice in the Palace. Like I would have went in the stands and started rocking motherfuckers. Like y'all are tripping. Like it's a basketball game. Like
it wasn't. For that, like they went too far, and like I said, I saw the clip of him. He was just yelling at the Bulls, like, "Yeah, I'll see you later." Like, "I'll see you later."
That part though, Chris Paul is like 30
it's out of pocket. It's out of
not
pocket,
even that.
But
the kid's like 16.
Bro,
like
I don't care, bro. Like, don't if you're a part of the situation, don't act like I'm just gonna be like okay with you because you know I get it. If he was like you said, he's 16, I guess if anything. If he was like 10, obviously. But again, I would look straight at the parent and say some crazy shit.
No.
For real. But
that's what I'm saying. Like, he's 16. Like, he knows what he's doing. I wouldn't have looked at him and be like, I'll see you later. I'm like, I'm going to fuck your dad up. Look at me. Where your dad at? I'm going to fuck him up.
Yeah. To that point, that's what I would do too. But it was just like, I would say that shit to the kid just to know, like, bro, like you said, like, these rich, like, white kids out here, like, this shit ain't sweet out here. Like, you know, if you gonna act like this, you'll see what happens when you act like this, and it's not gonna be sweet. Like you saw with Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle already showed y'all. Mike Tyson showed y'all. Will Smith showed y'all. Chris Paul about to show y'all.
Like I don't
think y'all understand that we was in lockdown for a little bit, but like this, like there's a difference between the internet shit where nobody could touch you. And we're bridging that gap to where y'all think that shit goes into real life too. And somebody gonna smack the shit out of you. You want to act surprised. And cut the shit out.
On top of that,
you're not built like that.
And y'all think because like, you know, someone's probably recording or something, like it's gonna save you. Like, oh, like look what this person did to me. And then next thing you know it, because I was a little confused at first too. But then next thing you know, I read it and I was like, oh, these people are pushing his family, talk like bad mouthing this family, saying like all this shit to them. I'm like, yeah, of course, there's a reason why they're acting like that. Like, and why is anybody gonna try to defend you? Like, you can't just talk shit to somebody's family and then push them and think that no one's gonna react to it. Like,
it's tough. Like, I was gonna say like, why don't they have like a box? But it's kind of hard to do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like a box section in the stadium, like where, because like, one, you would have to do that for all the players on both sides of the teams. And there's not enough room for that. Also, unless you just do it for like the entire team, like has a box, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they can kind of be away from the general public, because like that must be hard as shit. Like imagine like, I don't know, it's like your brother or something like is playing for a team and you're in the stands and then you're in the opposite arena. Like people are gonna yell shit at you.
Yeah.
And me, I'd be like, yo, like maybe at the beginning, like after a while, I'll probably get used to him, be able to ignore it. But at the beginning, I'm like, yo, like, what the fuck did you say? Like,
I'll just look back like, fuck.
Yeah, like people are just too comfortable. So it would be nice to be able to like every team kind of accommodates both teams as families with a box section where they can at least like, you know, one for the Phoenix Suns and they just share that space, and then one for the Mavericks family that they can share that space.
Yeah, but I guess it's that whole idea too where people just want to, you know, if they want to sit courtside, you know, like that's probably the whole idea where it's like, it depends.
But there's a risk of you being in that area, so it's tough.
Yeah, it really all depends on how they would feel about it, though. But I definitely agree, like they should have a spot, you know, for someone to just be comfortable at, because you know, people are fucking stupid as we can see. They're gonna act wild out here, so the family shouldn't have to deal with that.
Too rambunctious. I'm not with that. Like.
Yeah, it was funny. I saw that video and that kid instantly was just probably
he was crying. Like he was like fake crying to his mom and shit. I'm just like, bro, like I hate that. Don't poke me and act like the victim when I snap back. Like, come on now.
He gonna post a TikTok and be like, wow, look what this person
I pissed off Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Like with the voiceover shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's so mad.
He is so mad.
I pushed his mama. Ha ha. Oh shit, he's running at me.
Oh shit.
He said he'll see me later. Wink, wink.
Wink, 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 wink. Little does he know.
I got the blicky.
Bruh.
Those aren't the only shots he's getting tonight.
So sad. But yeah, that's how I feel. Like, you know, he'll post some shit and then try to, like you said, act like the victim, and it's gonna be kind of just ridiculous to watch because it would make no sense.
He'll probably get fined for it, or I hope not. If they fine Chris Paul for that shit, I feel like that's very dumb. Like, that falls more on the NBA than anything. Like, your security should be to an extent where you should be handling all of that. Like,
bro, exactly. Even then, if they want to, like you said, put more security around their family, I guess, like around that,
like maybe just a gap of like road. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's almost like if it would be like I guess GA at a concert, you know, like it's kind of almost like, almost kind of like separate, you know, so like form a kind of like a couple spots where they
need a VIP section in like, every stadium.
Exactly. So they have like security around there, I guess. I mean, again, there could still be dickheads inside VIP.
Yeah.
Of course. But the security would be right there, you know? So it's like no matter what, it would kind of be like right there to stop something.
Because I would know, like, imagine, like, there's a couple of players where their families are like consistently there. Like Steph Curry, like his parents are almost like at least every playoff game. At least they were until, you know, they like, I don't know what the fuck they got going on. They was cheating on each other and doing whatnot. But or at least like Steph's wife, who also gets her own shit on the internet for being kind of a weirdo at times. But you know, that's neither here nor there. Or even now, like John Morant, his father Usher. I don't know if you've seen that. You haven't seen that? John Morant is a player, like the point guard for the Memphis Grizzlies, and his dad goes to like every game, or at least every playoff game right now. And he looks exactly like Usher.
I'm dead. Okay.
Like to the point where Usher went to a game and sat next to him. And then you know how they do like the lookalike cam? They did a bunch of those and they panned it onto him. Let's see if we can find a picture for you.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, now and like even now, like since he's been there, he's been getting a lot of shit because it's like, oh, like he's not even doing any dickhead shit, but he's just there for his son and like getting hype for his son because his son is like 22, balling out on Steph Curry. Like, as a father, I'm a snap. Like like I'm gonna be annoying as shit. But yeah, like I'm sure he hears stuff all the time. Like, I don't know, something needs to change, especially like that. And then obviously we learned from like the festival shit in the past year. Like there's definitely needs to be some changes to be made. This ain't the best picture. Oh, this is a good picture.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's a very lookalike-ish. Yeah. From a far distance, you wouldn't.
This is how he looks on TV.
Yeah. From a far distance, you would not understand.
Everybody's like, oh shit, like they really look like each other. Like,
yeah.
They look like brothers. The one that didn't make it was John Morant's dad.
The one who didn't make it, right?
But yeah, bro, like that's I don't know. Like obviously, I would hope that they're gonna ban that family or whoever it was that like aggressed or like were the aggressors in a situation. Like the Sixers have had a bunch of fans get banned for life. For a couple games. We are Philly, but we deserve, like a lot of the times they deserve that shit. Like it was like that one old guy who like put the middle fingers at Russell Westbrook that one year, and he was just like, all because he missed a free throw for the Frosty. He was an idiot.
Yo,
another kid like threw some popcorn or something. Like I don't know. Russell Westbrook doesn't do well here, and like a couple other players where we got banned over dumb shit. Like, and then there was I think recently, especially in baseball, somebody threw like a beer bottle at the back of somebody's head, like in the outfield, like, and the guy tried to like go up there like and climb the shit, but like I think he still got in trouble. It's like, bro, like, I think once it passes that point, like, rules are out the table, like out the room. Like, I just throw them out.
Yeah. I just don't get like the type. I just don't get as the person doing it. Like, bro, is there any moral you have? Like,
you don't feel like a dickhead.
Like you literally are throwing something at another human being just because I guess they didn't play to your standards, or they just don't like them. Yeah, you just don't like them. Like they're playing against a different team. Like, yeah, you can hate the team, but don't like hate the human being. Like that's insane to me. Like,
and then when you like in the grand scheme of things, like it is like I love sports. Like I've been watching it since I've been a little kid. I am a diehard sports fan. Like I will watch anything. I love it. I love competition. I love all that shit. But I still know that fine line where it's like, bro, like I'm rooting for a bunch of grown men who play for a company or a team that don't give a shit about me. Like, they don't give a fuck about me at all. Like, it's a game. It's not that deep.
Yeah.
I will never like take it to that extent where I'm just like, fuck yeah. Like
they're not
throw some
like,
shit
all
at,
right,
like,
Victor is mad today.
like at that, they're just a person who plays a sport and I enjoy it and I respect it. Like, unless they're a cowboy. So I know.
We hate all of you.
At the same, like I know, like at the end of the day, if they were on our team, I'd be like, oh, like I like them. So it's like whatever. Like they're just a person.
Yeah,
like
yeah. I get what you mean. It's more like it's more generalized. Is again, you like sports and you like the sport it is, but as far as the person, you know, you're not like you don't have any like connection.
Yeah,
really
like it's not personal at all. Like you just doing your job. I'm enjoying it. Like that's all it is. Like if Ezekiel Elliott was an Eagle, I'd be happy as shit. But he's a Cowboy, so I just don't like him because of the uniform. He's probably cool as shit as a person, and I will never like be disrespectful towards him. Like he's cooked us many times. You good as shit. Like that's all it is. Like
you good as shit, bro. It's cool.
Saquon Barkley, same shit. Like like there's just people like their personalities are cool, but they just play for a different team. Like Giannis is cool as shit, but he probably dunk his nuts on all of us like all day. Like it's all nothing you could do about it. Like don't take it to that extent, bro. Like the Mavericks won. They didn't even lose, and they were still mad as shit.
Just haters.
Shout out the Sixers though. They got Embiid on in a body cast cooking. Like that man is fighting for his life. Like I genuinely said when we were 2, I was like, yo, just let him sit. I was like, we're not coming back. Like, and if we do, like, how longer will he be okay? He before all that, he had a torn ligament in his thumb, his shooting hand, and he was playing through it against Miami or not Miami, Toronto. Yeah, we beat Toronto. And then that literally like the last 2 minutes, what's his name? Biombo or whatever, I forget his name already. One of the players from the Raptors just went and elbowed him in his fucking face for no reason. Like it was to me, it was obviously intentional, and they just let that shit slide. And now he just with a messed up hand, a concussion that he had to like I don't even know if he's really back from yet. And then his face is like on the verge of breaking if he gets hit a certain way. Like, and this is the second time it's happened in his career. It was on the opposite side of the face though. And he's still dropping 30 on their heads, bro. How like, and hold up. And he lost MVP, bro. Oh, he didn't get MVP. They gave it back to Jokic, bro. What the fuck? He's home. He lost in the first round. Embiid is still playing on freaking prosthetics. Like he on steroids and painkillers. Yeah, and he's cooking motherfuckers and taking his team to the fucking finals.
Yeah, that is fucked up, honestly. To hear that.
And they got 4. I'm pretty sure they got 4-0'd or like some shit like that. Like 4-1.
Yeah, you should not be considered MVP. I mean, there's certain things, but to be considered MVP when you clearly have somebody like right next to you, like still pushing
who surpassed you. Yeah,
it's not even about like I guess skill at that point. It's just about I feel like a dedication at that. Like, bro, like this man's still pushing through with all the shit that he's going through. Like, y'all should consider that instead of just like, oh, okay, he's just making points. Like, okay.
And then somebody says, like, yo, like he already won it the year before. Embiid doesn't have one. And then somebody made a point of like, if you won it one year, you have to, and especially the year following, you have to improve upon what you did the year before to even be considered for it. Like you shouldn't just, he was just doing the same shit, which he's a great player, but like Embiid's just been in his bag. Like he led the league in scoring. Right now he's about to make a 2-0 comeback against the Miami Heat, the number 1 seeded team in the East. Like, come on now, what the fuck was in the voting? Like they really trying so hard to not validate the process and like what we did with like tanking all those years. Like I don't know, it's just weird. Now if we win the chip, like what they probably gonna referee the shit out against us. And and the refereeing has been mad soft this year. It's been pissing me off. But it is what it is. Whatever. We know who we are. We know we cooking them.
Oh, yeah, we know what we doing.
But yeah, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough run. Hopefully, I don't know what the hell is gonna happen with Embiid's face. How long he got to wear that mask? I'm pretty sure like that's gonna take months to heal. And they got him out here just doing his best with James Harden.
Bro, can you please just come out for another game?
Yeah, like in my head, I was like, when we were losing 2-0, I was like, yo, if they could win one game by themselves, like call them back.
Yeah.
Like it just give him a game so he could like not, you know, but they couldn't. They just brought him back right away. It's like, yo, we about to get 4-0'd. Like you got to come back.
We got it.
Yeah, we need you, bro.
Like, bro, I'm literally in bed, bro. Please.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. You see him on like getting interviewed and he's just like exhausted. I'm like, damn, bro. Like we really gonna like ruin this man's career with like pushing through injury. Like he need help big time because James he showed out last night, but like he need to do a little bit more. He dropped 30 for the first time in like I think it was like 6 years or something in the playoffs or some shit. I might be wrong, but like it was close to it.
Yeah. Can't just have two people doing all the work, you know. Everybody got to pick some slack up.
It's just it'll be like some people be going crazy, but like we need like the other people to like hold it up too, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like we'll have like it'll be like Embiid and like Tyrese Maxey will have a good night, and then nobody else has like a okay night. Like they just trash. It's like damn, bro. Like you don't even got to drop 30. Like just give us 10, like 10 and 5. Like the bench players got like 10 and 5, and like then you let like James and like Tyrese and everybody like give them like 20 to 30. Like then we could win games.
Yeah.
But if you got Danny Green going 0 for 7,
because you can't like
what the
expect them to do everything. Because then because you just got to think of it like this: like you're burning out your player. You know, like you need to make sure you can have them for every game. And if you're just like relying on them to do everything, you might be playing every game, but are you putting up the score for it? Like, you know, like if you're not putting up the score for it, then there's no reason for you. Like y'all all just the same, you know, skill level. Like we're gonna get shitted on.
Fucking, and then they're the Miami Heat are mad deep. They got Jimmy Butler and like everybody else starting, and then on their bench they got players that could literally start on any other team on their bench, like Tyler Hero, Victor Oladipo, who he got locked up by Joel Embiid with a fucking mask on. I was like, oh my god, I got so hyped. He was going nowhere. Victor Oladipo was like 6 foot something, and B's like 7 foot, like mad big, and he was just keeping up with him. Like, where the fuck are you going? Like, you're supposed to be faster than this man. So that shit was wild, man. But I mean, this is coming out tomorrow. Hopefully, I think when do we play again? Wednesday? Because I'm pretty sure we're flying back to Miami.
I'm not sure.
But
I don't know.
Or at least we should be. Let me see. I'm going to check right now. It should be. What's today? We played yesterday. Probably play Wednesday or Tuesday. If it's Tuesday, I'll be hyped. I'm trying to watch that shit. Yeah, it's going to be... Damn, we play Tuesday. They pushing that shit through.
Yeah.
Adam Silver make these motherfuckers work, bro. They had the bubble, went right to another season, They got all this other, like, playing tournaments. Like, yo, he's milking the shit out of these players, bro.
I'm trying.
And then that's why you see all these injuries are happening.
Yeah.
Shit's fucked up. But that check nice, though. That guaranteed money.
Yep.
You got Steph doing Subway commercials.
I've seen that, bro. I was like, bro, what?
you got LaMelo Ball doing, what was it, like AT&T commercials or some shit?
I seen one of them do, was it him? Could have been one of them. I don't know. I know one that has like a cereal commercial or something like that.
I think that was him. I think that's him too, but it was like a fake cereal or something.
Yeah, fake cereal. It's like green.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, they're like, oh, like you already got Rookie of the Year. He's like, nah, I want to be Employee of the Week. And just looks at the wall and it's like some dumb shit, and his pops walks past. LeVar Ball's like, that's my son. You could do anything.
Bro, I just can't. But okay.
Shit's wild. But I think that's enough for today. If we learned anything today is, yo, stop messing with these famous people. They got money they can afford to get sued. They got money to pay for security. True. They got money to pay for shooters. They could whoop your ass themselves. They got personal trainers.
And the thing is, it's not so much that they want to do that, because I'm pretty sure none of them want to do that. But when y'all push these limps of acting like, you know, shit's sweet out here and y'all can do what y'all want to them, I mean, like, come on.
She gonna get real. She gonna get real fast. We was just looking at pictures of Busta Rhymes before he turned his camera back on. He looked lethal. He could have did that damage by himself, because that guy who ran up there was like built like me. So he was
that's how you do it.
Busta would have had him doing yoga poses in the stretcher, like
shit. They've been through some shit, you know, too. Like, you gotta also think, like, yeah, they could just be basketball. I mean, like, they know how to fuck.
They didn't come from no shit, like sweet shit. Like like today, like a rapper can be like from the suburbs and they be cool, but like Busta and like all them, like they came from like either like the deep south or like the hood or wherever. Like Busta, I think he's from New York. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god, that's even scary.
Yeah, like. He said, let me get my yutters. Every time I gotta go and I gotta get it.
No. I hear that shit up.
Ayo, Brazy.
Let me show you how to do a thing over here.
He started crumping on him. Don't this shit make you want to jump, right? Jump.
Oh, man.
Why? Yeah. Even Dave is like, himself is big as shit, tall and like husky. Like that, even that's intimidating. Why the hell, like, Why would you pick that fight? I still don't know why he did it.
Yeah, no, like I said, you said it was probably for some clout, probably, or anything, but
come grab my new mixtape.
Yeah,
as he's tackling him.
Like you said, there was no camera, so it was like, what was his goal? I don't know, but won't be making any more music anytime soon. So.
Maybe he will still come back. His mixtape, fuck Dave. Fuck Chappelle show.
Right? Shit.
He ain't that funny.
Crazy effects.
His cover is just him all bent up.
I came back for another one. Fuck you, Chappelle.
When you going on tour.
Right?
I'm back at you. But all right, that's enough. Mark, where can they find you?
You can find me Instagram, ETC Marky Mark, Twitter at Marky Mark, and Twitch at Marky Mark Victor. Where can they find you and etc.
Find me everywhere at ETC Victor. I'm back on streaming. It's like a random, inconsistent schedule at the moment. It's usually just like nights, or like I'll just if I'm not tired. So like go follow and you'll peep and we could just chill, just listen to music, running through some story mode games. I'm waiting tomorrow. The new Apex season split happens. I might get back on that. I started that grind a little bit, but I was like, the season ends in a couple of days. So I was like, let me just use this as a warm-up and I'll go full in when it come back out. Overwatch 2 beta, I don't know if it's still going on, but like I played it like once and I was like, this is the same shit. From
what I saw,
it's the same
literally
shit.
Identical.
I was like, I thought I was going to have to like adjust. I'm like, this is the same. So yeah. But yeah, that's where you can find me everywhere at ATC Victor, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, everything. It's etc. Stuff is at real etc. on every single platform: YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch. What else on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the same everywhere at real etc. You know where to find us. Thank you so much for 100,000 views. We're on our way to 500. We just try literally those last 10 subscribers have been mad hard to get, but it's okay. We getting there.
Yeah. We appreciate all of y'all.
But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Bye.